Hi, my name is Reid Shoker, and I'm an academic life coach and an essential life coach. And I received my training through Coach Training EDU, which gave me a strong foundation to be able to reach out and help people help themselves. Part of my story that I feel is really important in a foundational sense is the growth that I've experienced as a person myself, but also that growth that I can help others achieve. Empathy, compassion, positivity, these are all things that are important values and passions for me, and that I lean into and try impart to my clients. And for me, this is just one small way of making the world a better place. And we need that right now. My inspiration for becoming a coach began years ago. In my various jobs, I work closely with people. People are a passion. But a friend of mine who's a coach down in the DC area came up to me and said, "Reid, you should look into this because I think you would be good at this." And that really was the spark that fanned the flame that led me to where I am now. And that nudge, that little push, I can't thank my friend enough for giving me that encouragement to take that next step. My coaching business is growing slowly, and that's okay because I have so many plates spinning on dowel rods in the air. I just recently finished my training just a couple of months ago, but I believe in this process so much. I know it's just only going to get better and better. So it's, if you feel like your business is going too slow, stay encouraged. Don't throw in the towel. Stick to your guns because this process works. What I learned from CTEDU is empowering for everyone. So keep it going. So the vision for my coaching business originally was like, I'm going to go out and I'm going to save everybody. I'm going to help everybody. Right. But reality, in one of my classes working with my coach trainer, we did an exercise. That exercise was a catalyst to help me develop really what I want to do. And so I live in a university town with 24,000 young kids who don't know up from down, who struggle with anxiety, who've lived through a pandemic. And there's so much uncertainty. They have all these questions and they have all this knowledge, they just don't know how to access it. So my goal, my desire is to work with students and young adults, both from an academic standpoint, but also from an essential life coach aspect of just helping to empower people. Because they have the tools, they just don't know they have the tools. And so it's just helping them discover that strength within themselves. Coaching, to me, is a platform to empower those around. Coaching is empowering. It's growth. It's kind to humanity. It is really just that opportunity to explore with your curiosity and just empower people. Going through my coach training, it has had a really impactful change on my life. I've always considered myself a decent fellow who's pretty compassionate, but it really allowed me to explore my curiosity, explore my empathy, has led me to tap into my self-awareness and the awareness around me. It has given me infinitely more patience. And so, I mean, even my spouse, who we've been married 19 years, she, who's a therapist, has acknowledged this change in me. I listen more intently. I think before speaking, which I always thought I did before, but apparently I take more time now. But coaching has changed my life in such a positive way. I once described it to a friend like living in a world of black and white and seeing color for the first time. It was just remarkable. I had a client that we were doing our celebration, we were wrapping up. We had worked together for about 4 or 5 months. And I asked her, I said, what did you get out of this? What was the best part about it? And her response was, I love who I am today versus 6 months ago. She's like, Reid, I've been to therapists and counselors for the last 12 years. But you were the first person to ask me what I think I should do. You were the first person to ever connect with me. And that blew me away. To put it in a way where you allowed me to be part of this healing process, and just she was showing gratitude for that. And that's how impactful coaching can be to people. You just never know. There was a lot of self-growth, self-discovery, and I was able to tap into that curiosity. I was able to grow my empathy. I mean, I've always been compassionate, but getting a better understanding of empathy and what that truly means and how that truly impacts people. It's just a personal growth you experience. CTEDU really, through their training template and their timeline, it allows you that time just to grow and develop that hunger for more. And just the knowledge and the confidence that all the trainers give us. You know, my cohort was on the smaller side, so we had a lot of time to interact with one another, interact with the coaches. And that was wonderful. I mean, as we were wrapping up our training, they were asking us what it felt like. It felt like I was seeing life through a whole different lens, through a whole different perspective. And again, I don't think I was a bad person to start with. I'm just a different person. And that all came through this amazing training with these amazing people in this amazing program. CTEDU, John Andrew Williams has this extra package as part of your training to help walk you through the basics of launching your business, which was invaluable. It really was a great tool. But the coach trainers are so willing to share their knowledge and their experiences. Brittany McDonald and Donnie Keeley, those two were amazing as we got towards the end of our training, to open up and share insights and tips and ideas. And it really gave me the confidence to stand on my 2 feet and walk up to somebody and say, yes, I'm a coach. How can I help you today? CTEDU really, they don't leave you hanging. They really set you up. There were a few aha moments. And again, I think those aha moments are always out there, but you have to have an open mind and an open heart to receive those. And some of the aha moments for me, when we were talking about core motivations and recognizing, oh, that's why I do the things I do. One of my love languages is service. But oh yeah, I serve too much. I overextend myself time and again. And having that aha moment gave me the courage and the vision to be able to pull back on that a little bit, set better boundaries. Because it's okay to say no and still help people. It's allowed me to have a healthy relationship with my wife and my family. by just the simple act of understanding who I was acting like, who I was being, versus who I needed to be. So there were a lot of aha moments. If someone younger than myself, not that I'm a dinosaur, but there are a lot of you out there. If someone younger came up to me and said, "Hey, I need some words of wisdom here." As I tell everybody, all right, examine your values, examine your passions. What are your strengths? And just to be honest with yourself. I mean, societally, we kind of have this shtick where we got to put up this facade of what you think other people want to see. Just be yourself, man. Be authentic. If you can be authentic and lean into your values and passions, whatever you choose to do in life, you're going to do great. Advice that I would give someone who was looking into joining this profession: examine your values, examine your passions, discover your why. Why do you want to be a coach? Why do you want to help people? If you can put your finger on the why, and that leads to empowering people, and that leads to making the world a better place, then follow that dream. Be a coach. Because you, with that desire, will have an impact, and you don't know how big that impact will be. So go for it. And CTEDU is a great place to start.